Chutney haki, urige chutney haki.
Thank you.
You hold the idli with your finger will emerge from the idli.
You can do idli vada sambar and be international if you know how to do it and how to present it. I think they try to keep it true to South Indianness, but at the same time getting inspired by the Chinese kind of stuff. If you come to the UK and see the connect that Indians have with the UK, and one of the biggest reason is because the British love Indian food.
That's a kempu chutney. The shenga pudding, the peanut chutney, guredo.
So now you see versions of pulled jackfruit in bao, in pita. They're trying to do different stuff with it because they're intrigued with this kind of and also see even in the West, vegetarian, vegan stuff is becoming big, and India is a ready answer. You know, you don't need to think or look very hard. It is available ready-made. So they are looking towards us for ideas and inspiration. Source is very important. It is not just picking up anything and putting it, right?
It's making sure you're getting the right provenance.
Correct. And then what happened was they realized that okay, now I know I can get this spice and that spice, but they now want to learn how spice has to be cooked. Right? So they come with this because
and also the other thing is that when it comes to Western cuisine, it's maybe one herb, or whereas in our case
we do multiple.
There's a medley of things that go in. So harnessing it in the right way.
So that is what now they are trying to learn, right? And they are also and there are different approaches they're using. For example, some of them what they do is in a plate when there are, let's say, 6 components, right? They're trying to give it 6 different treatments and different things. So eventually the sum total will have the same what we have in total, right? So they're all experimenting with it, and Indian food plays a big part.
So it turns out that Sriram has some more time to give us, and I'm not going to let go of him that easily. So after that lunch,
I think today's sum total of the meal will be enough for me for the rest of my trip to India. It's kind of a lot, but I guess that's the challenge always when you have limited time and you want to do
more things.
Yeah, but it's really fun. I'm so pleased, Kripal, we are doing this after ages. That's why I called you the first thing. I said, let me first
I was so happy. I was so happy that you did that. And so now after that big meal at Basaveshwar Khanavali, I'm going to take Sriram to a very old-fashioned ice cream store. Those of you who watched Food Lovers TV and the Kripal Amanna vlog know it. Oh!
They're closed on Tuesdays.
They're closed on Tuesdays. Amrit ice cream. Oh, I didn't realize this at all. Today's a Tuesday and they are closed.
Oh, interesting. They've chosen a Tuesday to close.
They've chosen a
Tuesday. People do Mondays, isn't it?
Yeah, they do Mondays, but they have chosen a Tuesday. So that's the place. And they make the ice cream there. Old-fashioned churners. It's a family. The son, mother, his sister, his wife. Okay, then maybe we'll...
we have a reason to come back.
We have a reason to come back, to bring Sriram back.
Yeah. I always liked Malleshwaram's, those little stores, and is it still like that?
It has changed a lot, but I think, some of that character is still there, but I think the main roads and all have changed. They're more... But this is like, for example, we're in the by-lanes. This is Malleshwaram. And have you been to Veena stores?
Yes.
You've been Veena stores.
In fact, I used to buy stuff from them. There was an old gentleman.
Yeah, that was the father.
So I used to deal with him.
That is
Even that I'm not able to recognize.
That's because he's got the facade is changed. So that is his son. Namaskara. Hegedira. Naan chennagidene. Iವರು Chef Sriram.
Hello.
Iವರು London alli idare. Pradeep Suryanarayan. You have interacted with his father. Gateway Hotel. ಕರಾವಳಿ ರೆಸ್ಟೋರೆಂಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲ ಅವರು ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರು ಸ್ಥಾಪನೆ. ಆವಾಗ ನಿಮ್ದು ತಂದೆ ಒಟ್ಟಿಗೆ ಡೀಲ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಿದ್ರಂತೆ. ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಕಾಂಟಿಮೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಇಲ್ಲ ನಮ್ಗೆ ಒಂದೊಂದು ಹಾಕಿ. ಹಾಯ್,
Been a big fan of yours.
Okay, thank you. Thank you very much.
Been a follower of Foodlast TV for a long time.
Really? Okay. Thank you. Thank you so much. What's your name?
Ram Manas. Ram Manas.
Ram Manas. Nice to meet you.
Sudden surprise today.
Yeah, I was with my friend and just wanted him to taste the Veena store idli.
Yes, one takes.
Yeah, sure. Chutney haki, urige chutney haki.
Thank you.
Thank you. Hi, you know me?
Yeah, we follow you.
Oh, thank you so much. Thank you very much. You're not eating anything.
On the days he's seeing
All the day he's seeing
very
the.
fond of you actually.
Oh, thank you. What's your name?
Achyuta.
Achyuta. Very nice to meet you. You know my name?
Kripal.
Oh, you know my name too. Thank you. That is my friend Sriram. This is probably one of the softest
Yeah,
idlis that you will find.
yeah, it is. And the chutney is on the spicier side.
Yeah. So in fact, these chutneys are popular. That people come here, they say to drink the chutney, the idli is an accompaniment. So that's why they have a separate chutney bucket.
Really nice. Really, the texture of the idli is
Yeah.
soft, but it is not pasty. And it kind of melts in your mouth
Yeah.
rather than that pastiness.
See, also, most idlis in Karnataka are made using idli,
Rava.
idli, akitari. Whereas in the Tamil Nadu style of idli and other places, they use that. So I think that makes a huge difference. So that's the reason why you're tasting this in that, the graininess of it.
Correct.
In fact, there's some other places. I don't know if you've been to Melukote, which is about 150 kilometers from here. You should come next time, Sriram. You should probably plan that. 100-year-old eatery called Suparna Mess. Right? So Melukote is a temple town, Puliyogare, or the Vella Pongal, Sakre Pongal. Those are the kind of things that you taste there. So they also make, although in Karnataka, they make an idli, a katte idli, but it is made in the Iyengar style. So they grind the rice, and they do a 2:1 ratio. 2 of rice and 1 part of the Udana Bele. So you can imagine the softness of the idli. You hold the idli with your finger will emerge from the idli. Oh, it's packed. We'll have to wait. Tells you how popular this place is. Huh? When was the last time you came here?
This was again when I was in Bangalore. So
Really?
yeah, I can tell you nothing has changed.
Nothing has changed.
So I remember seeing this pink.
You know, these are sort of places which are timeless,
Yeah.
where things don't change in a hurry.
This is a recipe that people don't understand that, or rather many times miss out more than not understand is they want to be adventurous, they want to be different, they want to be, sometimes you push that boat so far that you're different for the sake of being different. What they tend to do is they try to be everything for everybody.
You cannot.
And that is where they get it all wrong, you know. And
Yeah.
this whole thing of wanting to be international is a myth, right? I mean, you can do idli vada sambar and be international if you know how to do it and how to present it. You don't need to mimic so many things.
Yeah, exactly. Sakre Kami strong. Thank you.
Nice, very nice.
Yeah. So there's no chicory. It's 100%.
No wonder, you get it. See, the thing about chicory, it gives the thickness to an extent, but it also, for me, I feel like it has got a kind of a gummy kind of flavor to it, and I detest that.
Chicory has a very caramel sort of.
Yeah, but if you put too much of it, it tends to.
I enjoy coffee with chicory as well. So what I find with chicory is that it gives body to coffee.
Yeah, that's what it does.
And I think in the south, and I think traditional Indian palates like to chew on something almost. Mainstream palates. I consider my palate very mainstream. So I think that's what chicory
But
does.
see, if you have a good quality coffee, it's rightly ground, rightly powdered, and if your milk is high fat milk, it will do all that job that you're asking. Just that there are many steps to get right. For example, you may not get the milk with high fat, stuff like that. If you're buying your ready-made, I mean when I say ready-made, the milk that is sold out there, it is not going to be that. And that remains a challenge always.
Good coffee.
Very good. Oh, I remember now seeing this video of yours.
Have you tasted it?
No. But I've seen the video. This one I saw it quite recently. I think a few months back.
A few months.
Not very old.
The base for that is a lot of spinach, a lot of capsicum.
I think they tried to keep it true to South Indianness, but at the same time getting inspired by the Chinese kind of stuff.
So there's some soy sauce in it.
The Manchurian inspiration comes through.
There's some cornstarch too that goes into to thicken it a bit.
That's clever though, because that's why idli there, you see crunchy when you eat. The idli has not lost its crunch. So I fried it and then put it there.
Correct. So frying of the idli is done a la mode.
That's what. And see, this will stay crunchy for a bit more time. Simply because the way they have treated the sauce, right?
See, now to me, this is an interesting way of packaging the idli to millennials.
Yeah.
Because there are flavors, whether it's a Manchurian or whatever else, Indo-Chinese, Sino-Indian, that they're used to, but it's idli at the end of the day. The root of it is idli.
No, it's very clever way to do stuff.
So this was innovation that happened here 20 years ago.
So that crunch of the idli.
That's what I'm saying. See, even if you leave it for another 2-3 minutes, the crunch will remain. Because the corn flour has kept the body right. See, this is the same logic of putting less dal to your sambar, I was telling you, right? The moment you put more dal, the sambar will not absorb, will get absorbed in the vada oil. Here, because there is the thickness, it will not absorb the idli into the idli soon. So even if you eat it after 3, 4, 5 minutes, the crunch of the idli will not go away.
It will still be there. Maybe the cornstarch in this is a little too much. So it's also forming that, it's getting congealed too quickly.
Personally for me, if they halve the sauce and do it, it will taste better, it will feel better, and it will not be heavy.
That's what earns you a Michelin.
You will have them think about it, take food seriously, look at the business. They may do, not do, at least they will learn the business. And even if they don't do, they will do it because, like we rightly discussed, for the hardship that it takes to do this business.
Yeah.
So they'll start appreciating food more when they go out.
You know, I feel especially in the current scenario is the world over the last couple of years has been lost, right? Because we've been in a situation where we really don't know what would happen, what will happen. Even now, although a lot of what has happened seems to be in the rear view mirror, you never know.
Yeah.
And I think at times like those, when you're tested, the only thing that you can truly find, that can truly anchor you are your roots.
Absolutely.
And food is such an important part of that. At the end of the day, I mean, that's our most basic physiological need, right?
100%. And also see, Kripal, food, the best soft power in the world is food, right? Once you can relate with people through food, right?
Yeah.
They are going to remember that forever because it satiates a very important need, but more than that, it also connects you to the culture, right? Because when you eat food, then you want to know more about the country, more about the... So I always say that restaurants, good quality, any cuisine restaurant is a soft power for the country. For example, if you come to the UK and see the connect that Indians have with the UK, and one of the biggest reason is because the British love Indian food. So they connect with India so quickly as much as...
So food becomes a bridge.
Absolutely. So I kind of believe that it is the best soft power we can have to connect. And also, like you rightly said, you connecting with your roots bring a lot of definition, especially also in this busy world where work partners are working, blah blah blah. You know, you need sometimes a reminder of what cuisine is, where you come from, what your background is, what your roots are, right? And if you're leaving abroad, even more the reason.
Yeah. You know, manner of speaking, you could basically lose yourself completely, right?
Absolutely.
And have no identity after 15, 20 years. But every time you go back to that food, that tugs at you, that connects you, that takes you back.
So you always look for the opportunity to wanting to do it.
Yeah.
And when you have that want, that desire, then you will do it. Otherwise you get so used to your spoon and you're comfortable and you just settle down thinking, so the kind of work you're doing is extremely important for the good of the cuisine, good of the people, and this will be a knowledge that will be lost otherwise.
And I think knowledge is always strengthened when you share it.
Absolutely. Without a doubt.
And so, manner of speaking, today has been a fantastic day with Chef Sriram. I think we've spent the greater part of the day. It's about 7 o'clock now, and I think we met around 1 o'clock. I think 6 hours have just passed by. We've of course enjoyed a nice Jola da Roti Uta. We also got into taste of Veena store's idli. We wanted to do an ice cream in the midst of all that. That didn't happen. But then we got to do a coffee somewhere else. We got to do the green masala idli, and now we are closing things here in Jayanagar at Taaza Thindi. So I'm happy that we were able to do all this. I hope you had a good time too, Sriram.
Absolutely, enjoyed it, and I think we are meeting after so many years. So next time I think we'll be a little more organized, and maybe I should diet a couple of days before I join you. But we should do more of it. I'd love to. Really fun and a lot of learning for me too.
No, I think I have always learned a great deal from Sriram, and I think today when we meet, even today I'm learning. You call him a chef because that's his title, but I think he's an explorer of food, and he has been a passionate explorer of food for the last, I don't know, how many decades have you been in the business?
35 years.
He's a chef who's not only great with his skills, but also great with his mind. He's a chef who's also an intellectual, who's constantly pondering over questions with respect to food and other things surrounding it. When you spend time with Sriram, you also learn so much more. I've enjoyed my day with you.
Thank you. Thank you for your generous compliments, but I think it's really been fun, and I'm sure we will do more of this.
We
Thank
will.
you.
And I hope you enjoyed this vlog. If you did, give this channel a thumbs up. And until the next time, take care, stay safe. Bye-bye.